Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Today's reading goes into the rebirth of our Mother Earth. And Spirit is guiding me to this, into this focus. It's highlighting this here, the rebirth of our Mother Earth and everything in, on, and around it, and our specific role in there. So I'm going to leave this very much open here and allow Spirit to bring through what wants to come through according to this. But it feels like this reading is going into the direction of service. How can I serve Mother Earth and everything in, on, and around it through this process of rebirth and resurrection? So if you are interested in that, I will see you in your reading. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whomever chose pile 1, I have a message for you. For you, pile 1, for all the piles, I pulled already some oracle cards, which I will turn over together with you. And I also pulled an animal spirit, which wants to lay the base here for this reading. And the animal that came out for you is the spirit of buffalo, which is such a beautiful spirit. So my beautiful pile 1, the spirit of buffalo, your role in this rebirth of our mother, or this birthing of our new earth. Spirit of buffalo, they bring a message of prosperity, abundance. It's a very, very gentle spirit. It's incredibly strong, but it's very gentle in the same time. It's very grounded, but it's also very connected. There is no fear in buffalo. Buffalo removes any and all obstacles that are in its way. But with a very gentle heart. There is this unshakable faith and trust that is very present in the spirit of buffalo. And the gentleness is coming through very strong here. So you are a very gentle soul, pile 1. And you are also supposed to serve with that gentle soul. You are supposed to be very gentle, of course gentle, but generous also. Sharing your abundance, sharing prosperity, being very generous, and also sharing the embodiment of abundance, your truth, the abundant and the prosperous, generous nature that you are, that we are, our truth. This spirit brings me to my last reading, where there came the devil and the 2 of cups came out there, which was looking the devil straight in the eye and loving the hell out of it. And buffalo is leading me there also. I will put a link under if you didn't see that one. But it's connected with this. It's spirit of buffalo in here is He, she has removed so many obstacles and has arrived into this place of full faith and full trust. Very connected with spirit, knowing that when I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil as you walk beside me. This finding God through everything that you went through, God, source, spirit, whatever you connect to, but you found that, you found God, right? And there is this gentleness that has taken place or taken the space of the aggressor, the hurt one, the trauma, the obstacles, which in here is the trauma, has been removed while you are walking together with God on your journey here. And you are supposed to serve with that. You are supposed to serve with this incredible gentleness, pile one, and this incredible strength, showing others by being the embodiment of abundance, of strength, of faith, of connection, the truth, waking others up by being an embodiment of all these qualities. That gentleness. Oh, that is something very there is something with your eyes also, pile one. There is something specific that your eyes are, or your gaze are also a tool through which God works to reach your brothers and your sisters. And it's coming through in your physical eyes also. But in the end, it has nothing to do with your physical eyes. It's just your soul is coming through there. This gentleness. I cannot find a better word for it. It's just you are so gentle, and this is when people are in your presence, they feel this, and it's waking up something within them. It's waking up their own gentleness and their strength in the same time. Very, very beautiful energy here. Wakantanka. Wakantanka. The great spirits, the great mystery. It's been reflected in your eyes. Very powerful, very strong soul, pile one. And very beautiful qualities, gifts, talents. You are a safe haven also for others. You have that quality of being that safe haven. That quality of when others are in your presence, they just feel safe. They feel that all is well, which it is. All is well at all times. And you can transmute that by being that embodiment of. The way you look also, the way you rest your eyes on others. And not only your eyes, but your eyes are coming through very strongly. There is something very specific with your eyes. Or, yeah, something with your eyes, but your presence, your whole presence in general. very free also. And free in the sense of you have released so much karma, so much trauma, so much obstacles. And this makes you very free. And this is also what others feel when they are in your presence, this freedom, this free spirit. Nothing can harm me because I walk with God. I am one with God. And this is what you are supposed to share. This is what you are supposed to share, pile one. Your embodiment of abundance, your embodiment of prosperity, your embodiment of generosity, your embodiment of faith, your embodiment of connection, your embodiment of strength, power, your embodiment of love, this gentleness. It's love, it's love. It's pain and fear that has been transmuted into love here. Beautiful, very beautiful. Very beautiful spirit. A very beautiful energy coming through with this. You have learned to see opportunities in everything. Everything holds, every situation, every circumstance, every relationship, everything holds so much opportunities, and you are able to see that also, and you are able to share that with others. And you are a strong and trustworthy guide for others, a safe haven and a guide. And you also offer protection with your presence. According to Mother Earth here, because this is really towards everything in and on Mother Earth, the beings, humans, animals, all beings that are in and around, in, on, and around Mother Earth. But towards Mother Earth itself, it's the sharing and the understanding of how abundant and how prosperous she, Mother Earth, gives. And this is something where you are very you serve the planet also by your embodiment of that, because Mother Earth is also, she's a planet who is extremely generous. She's very abundant. She's very wealthy. She's very prosperous. She gives. She just gives without wanting anything in return. She gives. And this is something that you are very much in resonance with this frequency of Mother Earth. And by you embodying more and more of this frequency, you are also helping Mother Earth, or helping this resurrection of Mother Earth, which is the birthing of a new Earth. This image, buffalo, spirit of buffalo, she doesn't let me go here. There is something, this is also something that you might realize, that people stare at you. People want to stay in your presence. People lay their gaze on you. And something happens there, and they cannot explain what actually happens. But it's this, there is this, because of the embodiment that you have, something happens. Because we are all one being, right? And if people, they see something, they sense something within you, which is this embodiment of, and it consciously or unconsciously reminds them of their own truth. And this, they cannot put their finger on it or they cannot put it into words, but something happens, something reawakens within them. There is an activation that happens by just being in your presence or by putting your gaze on you or you putting your gaze on others. But here it's really, I'm really being pulled into this, the image that I see, and I see a lot in there, but I cannot put it into words. I cannot put, I cannot explain what I actually see, but I feel something is happening. And this is something that you might also realize or start to realize more and more. And it's okay. It's also allowing yourself to be comfortable with that, because you are embodying this divine presence. Wakantanka, man, this is coming through so strong here. So you might feel very connected also with Wakantanka. This is the ancient, the tribes, right? Great spirit, great mystery. The mystery also in here. There is something mysterious about you, and this is also this, I feel something, I sense something, but I cannot put it into words, I cannot describe it, which is totally fine. It's just for you also to get more and more comfortable with that people might stare at you. And just also know that something is happening there. On some level, there is an exchange that is happening. So just allow that to happen. Be and stay in this full faith and trust that Spirit knows how to work through you. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful, pile one. Really. Like I say, there is so much coming through with this. So much. And it's a collective reading also. So I also feel there is a lot of stories that are coming through with this image. And it's also not up to me here to bring all these stories to the surface. But specifically with individuals that are drawn to you, or also you now maybe through this reading, stories might come up, and just allow them to come up. And with God, allow Spirit to work with these stories in the way that they should be worked with. Trust, surrender. But you might get some clarity. People might get clarity by being in your presence. They might see things that I didn't see before about themselves, about lives they lived, roles they played. It just becomes very clear, and there is this gentle, loving presence that you embody, which is holding space for these processes to happen. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful and very, very pure. Okay, my dear beautiful pile one, let's look into your oracles here. What else wants to come through here for you? Such beautiful energy. Wow. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, and thank you for this presence that you are. Okay, let's see. The Hierophant. I want to pull the cards and I want to flip them all over and then see what wants to come through here. God, I get with this. Straight direction with God, but this Wakantanka, native tribes, which you might feel very connected to. Capricorn, achieve. Number 10. Pile 1. The Cathedral of Light. Very powerful energy. Archangel Metatron, 6th chakra. Number 40, Cathedral of Light is number 5. Hierophant is also number 5. And Mycelium. My beautiful, beautiful pile 1. Your role in this new earth. There is a lot in here. Okay. God. Your connection with God, Source Spirit, whatever you connect to. This is a very important, the most important role in your new earth. In your new earth, in the new earth. In your way of serving. You, this cathedral of light, you being the cathedral of light, you being a new institution, which is built on a base of love and light, and built on the base of all the qualities that the Spirit of Buffalo just brought up here. This cathedral of light is built upon a very, very solid foundation. And in this new earth, you will serve by being a new form of institution, which is a representation of God. It's a reflection of God's Source Spirit. I'm really been drawn into this cathedral of light, and the energy that is coming through here is so much everything that is here, but still the energy that is coming through with the cathedral of light is it's also in it's I let it down in the middle here. This is this base, this is your presence, you being that cathedral of light, which is a very it's a place of healing and a place of transformation for others on the path, on the way back to God, which is a state that we never left. This is the journey without destination to a place we never left, but it's in this process of awakening. you are holding that space. You are holding this cathedral of light within you. You might also feel to build that externally as being a real cathedral, but it's not about the building. This is where the old earth and the lifetimes that we come from, this is where humanity or the human race went wrong, because we put our focus into something external. While it starts, it's the base is within. The cathedral of light is within, and then we can build something external, which is a reflection and a projection of that presence within. But it's not about the external building or institution that's been built. It's about the presence. And it becomes a reflection of. But you might also feel the need, the desire to build something which is a pure reflection of that, or which is a very beautiful reflection of that. And I take back my words here, because pure reflection of that, anything external, it's a projection. So it's not pure. The purity is within. And this is also something that is very important in service in this new earth, to understand and to also embody that it's about as within, so without. That the base, the core is within, and the external just becomes a projection and a reflection of it, right? But yes, pile one, it's coming through again, building certain places, certain communities is also in here. We have mycelium also, which is this network, building a network, building specific places where people can come together and where they can join in that presence. But it's like a church, right? Or like a cathedral. When a cathedral is built, was built in the past also, it's always a place where people gather, where two or more are gathered with the same goal. And this feels like, how can you serve? It's also by creating spaces, however that looks for you, because it's a reflection of the presence that you embody within. But creating spaces where people can gather to experience and to expand the presence of God, Source Spirit. The presence and the expansion of light. So you might feel the desire to build something, to create spaces. Spaces, I hear sitios, sitios, sitios. Spaces, places, natural homes, natural environments. But it's about the opportunity that is in there to bring people together, to gather people with the same goal, with the same purpose. Capricorn. I want to read the gift that is in here. what I get here with Capricorn is this, I see them jumping on the mountains here, and this is something that when you see a mountain goat, when you see them jumping on the mountains, it looks so surreal, and you have to ask yourself, how do they do that? Right? And this is also something in here, this infinite possibilities, this opening others for what is possible. Connected here with is creating spaces where people can gather, and then opening minds for the remembrance of what we are all capable of, and the remembrance of everything is possible, and also being able to show that. Because this is very human. Many humans want to see before they believe. But we know that's not the way, right? But what is in here is how to reach more brothers and sisters is by also showing specific brothers and sisters who carry a lot of obstacles to belief, who carry a lot of obstacles in the way to faith. And by showing them, you can remove these obstacles. Coming back to the spirit of buffalo here, there is something here that you can make very excuse me, that you can make very tangible. I have something in my throat. There is something that you can make very tangible here. It's like people see something, what you do, what you create, whatever this is, and they are like, when we see the mountain goat jumping on the mountain, like, wow, how do they do that? How is this possible? But they see it. And by seeing it, they realize and remember that the impossible becomes possible. Excuse me, I have to drink again. You open up a way for others to experience that the impossible becomes possible. Your vision, you have very strong vision. Archangel Metatron here. Very strong vision. This can also be clairvoyance. But your third eye is very activated. And also with this, you are supposed to serve. Prophetic dreams, prophetic vision, clairvoyance, third eye vision. You see what others don't see, or what is difficult for others to see, because we all have this ability, but again, these blockages for others that are here, you can see through these blockages and find opportunities. Spirit of Buffalo again, you can find these opportunities where others can see only obstacles. And you can bring that in such a beautiful way with this mycelium. You can bring this in such a beautiful way that it connects the dots for others. And by connecting the dots, the network is, there is energy running through the whole network again, which allows others to experience that the puzzle pieces fall into place. They get insights, they get aha moments, they receive clarity. Again, with this buffalo, what was already there, they cannot put their finger on, they cannot put it into words, but it's just being in your presence, and by what you do, what you build, what you create, that the things fall into place for others. You are activating and expanding their awakening, their remembrance of their truth, and their remembrance of God, Source, Spirit. Let me read here this, the gift of Capricorn. You have achieved so much, pile one, and you will achieve a lot more. But it's not that you are running after it. You are very dedicated, very determined, can also be very stubborn when it's out of balance. But when it's focused in the right way, you go. You have your focus and you go for something. And there you have this endurance, perseverance, dedication. And this is also very inspiring for others. Very inspiring for others. And I have it again here. I'm really almost getting lost in the imagery here, which is coming back to the spirit of buffalo, that message that came through. It's like people get lost in you, but it's not lost in an unhealthy way. They lose they lose their ego in your presence. They lose their identification with the human self, their identification with the world of suffering by being in your presence. And it happens in a very, very beautiful way. And again, the eyes, vision is very much highlighted here. The physical eyes and the third eye. Because what happens here is I am getting lost with my physical eyes in the imagery. And my physical eyes are being focused on something, but then underneath there is so much happening. Because my physical eyes stay focused on something, there is this, not because, but I notice that my physical eyes stay focused on something, and there is, it creates like a gate in a sense, right? My eyes are focused on something, and this creates the gateway for information, energy, and presence to stream through. Very interesting. Very interesting. And I hear, and this is only the beginning. Nice beginning. Capricorn, the gifts in Capricorn, my dear beautiful pile one. Wisdom grown over time and through mature experience is the gift of Capricorn, as is connection to the spiritual traditions and disciplines that offer a sound foundation for our evolution. There, boom, There you have it, all together. Everything you went through, the maturity that you have gained, the connection, the spiritual connection, the traditions, disciplines, and then this sound foundation for our evolution. Very, very beautiful, Pile One. There is so much more that is in here, and there is so much more that I could go into, but I also feel, Spirit, like I have to stop here because it's still a collective reading, and I have to stop. I have to stop here. But you get a feel already what is in here. There is so much possibilities and so many different ways to go from here. But the essence in here is your beautiful, beautiful buffalo spirit. Generosity, prosperity, abundance, strength, power, wisdom, faith, and this love, gentleness. So at all times, my beautiful Pile One, come back to that. And if you feel like this is a big invitation to connect to the spirit of Buffalo, it's a very, very beautiful spirit to connect to. And he, she is very open for connection with you and to show you more of its qualities, to show you more of its gifts. In straight connection to Wakantanka here, great spirit, great mystery. Okay, my dear beautiful Pile One, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope this was helpful, and I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whomever chose Pile 2, I have a message for you. And also for you, Pile 2, I pulled already some oracles, which I will flip over together with you. The oracles. And I also pulled an animal spirit, which will be the essence of your role in this birthing of the new earth, your role in the new earth. And the animal spirit that came out for you is the spirit of octopus, which is a very interesting spirit, very beautiful spirit also, but very interesting. Spirit of octopus, they bring us a message of intelligence, flexibility, adaptability, psychic gifts, metamorphic abilities, empathy. These tentacles, right? They are reaching out to all these different places, sensing, picking up on information from out of very different sources and bringing that together, and then using intelligence, but a divine intelligence, not a human intelligence, using that intelligence to serve. Very beautiful spirit also. And very beautiful how octopus shows up also here. Your spirit of octopus for you, pile 2, is showing up here as a cosmic connector. These, what I said already, these tentacles that are reaching out to all these different places, picking up information, but also connecting so many different things with each other. And it comes through here really as octopus. It's this cosmic connector. Spirit of octopus, it's a very interesting spirit. And for me, this is very personal, but I always had this feeling this is not from this world. There is this, it has a very alien presence, a very alien energy. There is something about that always triggers within me this feeling of this is not from this world. So what I also feel in here is this, your own journey of feeling alienated in this world, being in this world but not of it, right? And this is also a very big point here, why it's been highlighted, why it's coming through. This is also something that you are supposed to serve with, to bring comfort to others, to brothers and sisters who are, or beings who are going through these same struggles. But you have worked through that. You have found your way through that. And you are supposed to serve with that. Or you are still in the process of. But you are supposed to be of service with that. Being so different. Feeling so out of place. But you are exactly where you are supposed to be. You, with your unique blueprint, you are able to touch the hearts and the souls and the lives of very specific beings who share these impressions with you. And the cosmic connector is very beautiful how this is coming through, because octopus is showing up here, and it's showing up in the cosmos, and it's putting out its tentacles to all these different planets, to all these different Milky Ways, galaxies, realms, and just putting its tentacles there and picking up the information, integrating it, and then sharing that with others. Very interesting. Interesting. That is also, that keeps on coming through. So you might also have this presence, and it comes a little bit together with this feeling alienated, feeling so out of place, feeling so different, that when people lay eyes on you, when you are in the presence of others, that others sense this in you. There is something different about you, and they have this sense of, that's interesting, you are interesting, without being able to put specific words on it. It's just interesting. You catch the interest of others. And this is important. It's a gift. And you have experienced that as a burden. You might still experience it as a burden. But then if that is still so, it's a gift. Because it's also a way that spirit works through you to catch the attention of specific souls that you are supposed to exchange with. Spirit is using you, using your interesting presence as a way of bridging with very specific souls that you are supposed to bridge with, or that you are supposed to connect with, that you are supposed to exchange with. And this doesn't have to be in words or an actual meeting, but it's just your presence. This, when people see you, when you walk on the street, for example, and specific people see you and they turn their head and they have this feeling of there is something interesting, something is pulling my attention here. There is an exchange that is happening in that moment without being in actual contact with each other or in physical contact with each other, because we are all one, we are all connected. And this also, the cosmic connector, it's a very, very beautiful energy, and it's a very spiritual energy. It's a very psychic energy. You are, some of you are able to most of you here, this is this cosmic connector also. You are able, and when I say some of you, it's the reason why it comes through like this is this ability can be developed in different levels, but this is something that is very natural to you. You can easily tap into these different realms and pull information out of there. It's very psychic, and it's very it comes through so very organically, so very naturally. This the movement, right, of the octopus. This is something that is very specific for you. This is also something that you if you feel drawn to, connect with the spirit of octopus. And the movement of the octopus is something that might help you to bring the information in, the movement, this organic movement. And when this is integrated within you, this is something that you are supposed to serve with. So pull in the information, bring it in, integrate it, and then bridge it to others. Very sensitive, very empathic, very intelligent. Your flexibility, this is also something that you are supposed to serve with all these qualities, but also the flexibility, the adaptability to be you, by being you, being that embodiment of this flexibility and this adaptability. You are showing others how to be flexible, which is something that we all need, especially in this new earth. It's a very valuable quality to be flexible, to stay flexible, to adapt. Also, this metamorphic quality that the octopus has, right? To adapt to your environment, to adapt to your circumstances, to adapt to the 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 people that you are surrounded with, the beings that you are surrounded with. What is very important though, and this is also something that you already had a lot of lessons according, is to hold your boundaries, hold healthy boundaries. But this is also something that you can serve with in a very beautiful way, to embody this healthy boundaries and in the same time being very adaptable to your environment. Very beautiful, very beautiful. And it comes together with this intelligence, this I learned to hold my healthy boundaries And I am very connected with this higher intelligence, which allows me to choose where I put my tentacles, where I sense, where I draw information from. And then together with this higher intelligence, I translate that and I can bring that in a healthy way also. This is very, you can bring people into movement also. Where people are stuck, where people feel specific obstacles, you are able to move these stuck energies around. And then even with movement, specific movements, physical movements, movements of the physical body, come to a point of healing in a way. So you might feel drawn to serving others by activity, by movement. But for sure, also the psychic gifts here. Anything that involves your psychic gifts is something that is very resonant with your essence here. And your role also in this new earth, the birthing of the new earth. And this is what came through already. This is about everything in, on, and around the beings, in, on, and around the earth here, the planet. And according to the planet itself, how can you serve the planet itself in this process of rebirth is staying very flexible, which is also something that the planet does. The planet is constantly in movement. She's constantly changing form. And this is something that you represent and you embody with these qualities of the spirit of the octopus. And when you embody that, you are co-creating with Mother Earth. You are supporting this process of birthing, resurrection. And this is something that happens within yourself. It happens in connection with the mother, with Mother Earth, and it then also happens in connection with your environment. As within, so without, but also very directly connected with the birthing of this new earth is this flexibility, this movement that is helping, it's supporting the whole, the whole. Mm, beautiful energy. Okay, my beautiful pile too. Let's see what your oracles have to say here. I'm gonna flip them over at once, and then I want to get the messages all together here, or see what comes through when from everything together here. I have the feeling I have to organize also, so this might also be a message for you. If you feel like you have to organize something or put something into order, do so. And also in a sense of service, putting things into order. Connecting the dots here also. The Four of Pentacles. which is an energy of stability. It's also an energy of holding on. And what I get already with this is how to serve is brothers and sisters, beings that are holding on to the old energies, to the old earth. You are able to move that energy, so they are able to let go and become more flexible. They are able to flow more. But also the stability. Your flexibility is a very powerful stability also. It's an inner stability that's been created by being very flexible. Because if you are flexible, you easily adapt to different circumstances in any possible way, and it offers stability. It offers an experience of stability within, which is very beautiful. The sixth house, sustainability. 44. Four of Pentacles, number 44. Master Builder. Archangel Michael. Beautiful. Number 3, the heart of a warrior, divine protection and synchronicity. The world. Number 29. And Nocturnus. Again, this cosmic energy that is coming through here. My beautiful pile 2. Also with you. Pile 1 was the same. There is so much in here. So I'm gonna take out the essence of it. Your role in this new earth, in the birthing of this new earth. Archangel Michael is central in your reading here. This is protection, this is clarity, this is truth. This is again coming together here with these tentacles, your psychic gifts, your ability to pull information from the highest source. It's very important for you also to choose the highest source. Choose God, source, spirit, whatever you connect to. But choose the highest source of information, which you are also supposed to bring to others, this message. And also makes sense. What is your role in this new earth? It's bringing in the highest source information. Archangel Michael is working directly with you. This is an archangel that, if you are not connected with Archangel Michael, please do connect so. Because Archangel Michael also cuts through the BS, right? He, she, it. I say he. It sounds better here. Archangel Michael uses his sword of truth to cut through anything that is not in resonance with truth. And when you are using your psychic gifts to bring information to others, to help others, to be of service, it's very important to always connect to the highest source information. But if you connect with Archangel Michael, he will cut through the BS for you. So connect with Archangel Michael. Bring in, call in that sword of truth. Bring in the clarity. Always look at everything from the highest possible perspective. Birds, very connected with you also. The spirit of birds, they speak with you directly and they really bring you very valuable lessons. When you feel yourself being focused on an energy that is dense, or a situation, a circumstance that is dense, again, lift your head and connect with the bird's eye vision, the bird's eye perspective. If you go directly to Archangel Michael, he will do that for you. But you also are supposed to serve with that bird's eye perspective, the highest perspective. But keep on checking in with that. This is of so much importance here. Make sure that you are always coming from the right place. And keep on checking in. Just keep on checking in. Archangel Michael. Call him in to guide you through this. My beautiful pile too. You are very, very protected here also. You have the heart of a warrior. Heart of a warrior, divine protection and synchronicity. There is a lot of synchronicity that is happening in your life. You have a lot of stories, or you will have a lot of stories about synchronicity, which is also something that you are supposed to serve with. There is also something here with this flexibility. The more you embody this flexibility, this adaptability, this going with the flow of life, the more synchronicity shows up for you. And synchronicity is also something that is very important for you to keep you on track. Because there is these tentacles, right? And they all have the possibility to go into different directions. But it's about being completely centered. Being centered and being in direct connection with God's source spirit, your highest guidance. And from that point, you are controlling, which is God's source spirit, Archangel Michael, taking control over the tentacles. But you also went through a lot of lessons, and you had a lot of opportunities to learn because you lost yourself a lot in the tentacles, right? Which comes together with the healthy boundaries. And the healthy boundaries here is I always stay centered and I make sure that I always stay connected to the Most High. And from out of that place, my tentacles can go in all directions. But I always bring it in here. And there, this divine intelligence is bringing everything together and is translating it for me. So in service, what is your role in this new earth, in the birthing of this new earth? This is your main message, pile tree, your most important message. Always stay in connection with God, Source, Spirit, whatever you do. The Nocturnus here is this cosmic energy. You are receiving so much information from so many different places, which also makes sense. Stay centered. Stay centered and grounded within yourself and in connection with God. So you are able to be this container to receive the information without it overwhelming you. But yes, pile 2, you are supposed to serve with these psychic abilities. And then again, like I say, this is just being centered and being grounded and coming from the right place. That is the most important. Your connection to God at first, God Source Spirit, and then staying centered and grounded and healthy within yourself and within your environment. The world here, there are so many different possibilities that are presented to you, which comes again together with these tentacles. The world is at your feet. The world is your oyster. You can go wherever you want to go, as long as you stay healthy, centered, grounded. Don't go only up there, because if you do so, you will lose yourself. And you will lose yourself in service. So ground these roots, which is also this, the tentacles, the octopus, in a sense, also how to serve the new earth is also connecting your own roots with this new earth. Connecting your roots with the trees of this new earth. Stay very grounded, stay very connected, stay very present to what is happening here, to what is happening in this realm. Because you are supposed to serve in this realm. You are supposed to bring in the information from everywhere and then pull in the information from everywhere and then bring that in a grounded way into this realm. So be that tree for yourself. First priority. And then from there, the world is at your feet. The world is your oyster. So many different possibilities, so many different opportunities to be of service, to help brothers and sisters in very profound ways. So many different sources of information to reach into, to sense into, to feel into. Four of Pentacles here. This is the base. Stability. The importance of that stability that is coming through here again. And it's holding on to that. Holding on to that in a sense, in a very healthy way, but just understanding the importance of that. Understanding the importance of a healthy, stable foundation, healthy, stable roots, which will allow you to reach even farther in all these realms, in all these different sources of information. And again, you you are able to serve in very profound ways. And also I'm coming back here to this cosmic connector with the spirit of octopus. This is also, you are able to bring the separation back into oneness. And in here it's the separation of all these different realms and bringing them all together into oneness, which is again, it's happening within you, and you are also able to serve with that, bringing these planets, these galaxies, these all these different realms, tapping in there, but then bringing that back into oneness, which is your center. Right? And it's by bringing everything together and integrating that within yourself, you are able to transmute this experience of oneness to others. But also for others who have questions, who have confusion, who don't see specific things clear, you can bring that in and you can connect that through your higher intelligence here. You can connect the dots for others, which brings them back into oneness, which makes them whole again. Or bring the experience back of wholeness, because the experience of separation is still an experience. We are already whole. And we were never separated. We just started to believe that and started to experience that. But the wholeness is still there. It's untouched. So you are able to bring others back into that wholeness. Which is super beautiful, super powerful, and very interesting. Very interesting. You also have a lot of interests. That's interesting. Let's sense in there. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's sense in there. Many different sources that are pulling your interest, which is beautiful. But again, start from here. God, Source, Spirit, center, ground, and then go sensing and bring the information back here into your healthy container. Let me look here for you into the sixth house, sustainability, the gift that is in there. And I'm being pulled again here to 44, which is the master builder also, which is again this this highlighting of the importance of the message of the importance of your solid foundation, which will, the more solid your foundation is, the more rooted, grounded, and centered you are, the more masterful you can be in your gifts, and the more masterful you can be in service to others. 44, sixth house, sustainability, the gift in here. You can create a beautiful and sustainable ecosystem out of your life as you pursue a delicious, healthy work-life balance. Interesting. Interesting. What I get with this is what I said already, this the importance of this sustainability, your own solid foundation within yourself, this beautiful and sustainable ecosystem within you, this tree, right? Your healthy tree. And healthy is also in here, a healthy work-life balance. So the main thing I get with this is the importance of that healthy, solid foundation. And how that can lead to also for others in a sense of service, how you can bring others back into that experience of wholeness, that remembrance of wholeness, which then also allows them to come more into balance according to work life. Which is strange, actually, that it's been written here like that. Work life balance. For you, this doesn't make any sense because this is not work or life, it's both. It's merged together. This is a mission. This is a way of living, being of service. There is no distinction between work and life. It has become whole again, which is also this you can bring to others also. This separation of work and life, which is a strange separation, because whatever you do for work should be something that you feel alive at. And you can bring that together, where others and you just feel whole in whatever you do. If you are working, if you are cooking, if you are taking a shower, if you are walking, if you are speaking with people, it becomes a whole. It becomes a whole. Wholeness, I wanted to say. It becomes a wholeness again. And it becomes a way of living instead of a separation between work and life. So you can bring that also to others. You can be of service with that. Very beautiful also. Okay, my dear beautiful pile 2, the spirit of octopus. Very, very beautiful spirit, the cosmic connector. I have to stop here. So my dear beautiful pile 2, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope this was helpful, and I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one. Hello, beautiful souls, divine beings. Welcome in this lovely space with me. Whoever chose pile 3, I have a message for you. And also for you, pile 3, I pulled already some oracle cards, which I will flip over together with you. And I also pulled a card from the animal spirits. And the spirit that came out for you, my beautiful pile 3, it's the phoenix. Boom, right? The phoenix, that is very powerful to start off with. So my beautiful pile 3, the phoenix. The phoenix brings a message of resurrection, right? Death and rebirth. Rising from your own ashes, time and time again. Scorpio energy, Pluto energy. Super powerful, right? It's the Phoenix. Christ consciousness is also coming through. So my beautiful pile tree, your role in this new earth, or in this birthing of this new earth, is resurrection, but your own experiences of death and rebirth, and sharing that with others. There is a strong sense of communication that is coming through here with the Phoenix. And communication doesn't have to be with words, but a sense of communicating your own processes of death and rebirth, your own process or processes, sounds so strange, your own process of resurrection, and expressing that in any way that feels right for you. You are serving in a profound way with sharing that, with communicating what you went through, how you went through, how you burned, and how you rose again out of these ashes, time and time again. And I have the same here. I had it last week also, the last reading that I did, the collective reading, where I just got very silent and I get this very strong sense of respect that is coming through here. And this is also something that others respect you and will respect you even more when you share what you went through and how you went through it. And it's not about the focus on the suffering, it's about the resurrection. The message of Christ, right? The message of Christ is not the crucifixion, it's the resurrection. The focus is not on where he dies on the cross. It's about that he resurrected. He rose from the dead. The consciousness of Christ, the second coming of the Christ, is the consciousness of Christ that's being reborn within us and sharing that, serving humanity, serving God with this consciousness. The message of resurrection. The descending in hell and coming out of it. Reborn, renewed. Very beautiful pile tree. Beautiful, it's powerful, it's super powerful. And you are and will be very respected by others. And the importance again, there is this importance here of communicating, sharing your story, but with the focus on the light, with the focus on the resurrection, not with the focus on the suffering. The story of the suffering can be in there, the experience, everything you went through can be in there, but the focus has to be on the resurrection, on the light, on the new life that was born out of all of it. The proof that it was not in vain. You are the proof that it's possible to come out on the other side, full of life, anew and ready for the new. Transcendence. This is a message to humanity, or this new earth, humanity at large, of spiritual evolution and transcendence, transformation. Beautiful. Liberation also. Liberation, immortality, our true nature, which is immortal, the truth. Having died so many times up until you resurrect in truth. The dying off of the old, the birthing of the new. Super powerful. So my beautiful pile tree, how are you supposed to serve? What is your role? It's your message of resurrection. The light that transcends any darkness. Beyond life and death here. Pooh. That's a pooh worth, eh? Wow. Let's see, my beautiful, beautiful, powerful pile tree. Thank you again for being here. It's such an honor to read for you all. Let's see what the oracle wants to say to you. The Knight of Wands. Acting, movement in your actions. Moving others with your actions, moving others with your story, moving others with the way that you communicate what you went through. Igniting passion, igniting fire, igniting drive in others, igniting this feeling of, if they can do it, I can do it. Igniting that spark of, let's go. It's the Knight of Wands, it's fire also. Let's go through the fire and burn away everything that does not serve us anymore, so we can come out on the other side. It's possible because you are the embodiment of that. The 8th house, right? Death and rebirth, Scorpio, mystery, number 46. I'm going to pull them together and I want to receive the message from what comes through from everything together. Temple secrets. Number 33. And again, the skulls here. Going to the bone of something. Spitting it all out. Beautiful energy also. secrecy, mystery. Temple secrets, secrecy, isolation, observation, and ritual magic. Storm warning, warning number 10. And the lotus. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. This is so beautiful energy, pile tree. Very beautiful energy. Very strong, very powerful. Very transformative energy here. You, what is your role in this new earth? What you are, how are you supposed to serve is with your ability to transform. Because you are an embodiment of that transformation. This resurrection, this transformation, this transcendence is integrated within you. It's an you are an embodiment of that. And by you being an embodiment of that, you are inspiring others to go through, to resurrect again, to come out on the other side. You are able to, you descending into hell, right? You are able to bring in wisdom from such a deep level. You do not fear any darkness because you have faced your own. And there are so many secrets, there are so many nuggets of, nuggets is not the right word, there are so many gems, so many treasures of wisdom that you have gained with the path that you have walked, or with the path that you are walking. And you are really supposed to communicate that. You are supposed to share that. You are a beacon of hope for anyone who is trapped in darkness. You are an example that it's possible to come out on the other side. And the world needs that. People need that. People need to see that it's possible. Because if we are in the dark, it's so very difficult to see or to know that we can get out of that. And you are that light for others who are in that place. Oh, my dear, beautiful pile tree, you have seen so much darkness. You have faced so much darkness. And here you are, right? Here you are, reborn. New, light, free, liberated. A living, walking, breathing example of resurrection. You are here to bring this message of hope. You are here to bring this message of truth. You are here to shine light in all these dark corners, to be that beacon of light. And to show how joyful and how light and how free and how liberated you came out. The blessing that is in there, the gift that is in there. Oh, there is so much in here. And I had it, it was also pile one had the same, pile two had the same, although the energy was so very different. But there is so much that is coming through here. And this is also for you a message. You went through so much. It's also a collective message. So there are a lot of different stories here. But your story needs to be told. It is of profound importance that your story is shared with others, that your story is communicated with others, your journey, your path. It's a way that Spirit, God, Source, Spirit is using you to serve, to bring all our brothers and our sisters home. You are that tool through your story, through your journey. The lotus flower, it's that journey. She grows in muddy, dark, filthy waters. And she has this journey. There is this inner strength, this inner light within her that is pushing her through all the darkness, all the dirt, all the filthiness. It's pushing through, pushing through, pushing through up until she reaches the light. And there she opens herself, and there is this pure, clean, wonderful, stunning beauty of a flower. It's a pearl. I have no words for this. But this is the symbolism of the lotus flower. It's purity coming out, going through everything and then coming out pure, which is your story, which is your journey. And wherever you are, pile tree, if you don't feel this, this is also a message for you, a message of hope. That you will come out on the other side pure, clean, beautiful as never before. But for most of you, you came out on the other side. And death and rebirth, it's something that is happening all the time, right? We are dying and we are being reborn each and every moment. And we are also able to consciously choose to, in each and every moment, die from the old and welcome in the new. Each and every moment holds that possibility. And we have our free will to choose that. But for most of you, you went through this journey and you came out on the other side. And it needs to be shared. You have to serve. You have to. You have to. That's how it's coming through. And the reason why it comes through like that is because you feel that. I have to serve with this. I have to do something with this. There is a reason for all of this. And it can be used in a very, very beautiful and very transforming way. So bring it, communicate. Communicate your story, share your story. All these places where you went, all these corners that you went through, these obstacles that you went through, the wisdom that you found there, This is also something that you went through it, but not everybody has to go through it like that. And you can offer solace, you can offer comfort, you can offer hope, and you can offer experience by the way you walked your journey. And by you sharing that, it lessens the load for others. It makes it more easy for others. Oh, my beautiful, beautiful pile tree. What else can I say about this? That's your message. What is your role here in this new earth? The birthing of the new earth. Where you are right now, whenever you receive this message, it's communicating, sharing your story. Because the world needs it. The world needs that example. The embodiment of the hope. Let me see what the 8th house here shares with you as being the gift. Face your worst fears and step through. Face your worst fears and step through. Feel that liberation. The trap of manipulation falls away when you don't bite the hook. It's that what I just said, don't bite the hook. It's you are sharing your story and you are sharing these mysteries, these temple secrets, all these places where you have been and the mistakes that you made. And by sharing that, you are inspiring others to make different choices, to don't bite that hook. Lead me not into temptation here. I also get the crystal skulls here with this. So this might be significant for some, the crystal skulls. But yeah, my beautiful pile tree, this is about sharing your story, communicating your story, and focusing on the fact of resurrection, not focusing on the suffering. But it's important to share the whole journey, all the steps. I want to pull some tarot here for you, because it feels like you came to this point and you are supposed to share your journey in a sense or in a way of service. But I feel here for you, there is this, what is the next step, or what is your next step to take from here? This is a specific question that some of you have here. Knight of Wands again. Inspiring others to move, to go for what they want, to don't give up, to persevere, to follow that passion. And to let the fire burn away anything that doesn't serve. And to don't fear the fire. That also, because what you went through, when you come out on the other side, you realize that there was nothing to be fearful of. But when you are in there, it can feel and look very scary. But when you come out on the other side, you see something very different, right? So also that, these temple secrets, this mystery, this message that you can bring, where people are able to, or where others are able to face their fears with the knowingness that there is actually nothing to be fearful of. But again, when we are in there, it's difficult to see. And when we get overwhelmed by the fear, we lose direction, we lose control. And you can bring this truth. Nothing can truly harm you. All is well. You are safe. Because the fire is just burning away what doesn't serve you. But what is you, what is your truth, is immortal and is untouchable. It cannot be burned. It's just the layers that are being burned away. The masks that are being burned away. So with this Knight of Wands here, I hear you can light that fire under other people's ass. Come on, let's go. You got this. And it might be difficult, but you got this. Which is a very different energy than being desperate in the darkness. It can still be dark and it can still be difficult. But if there is that fire under your ass, if the Knight of Wands is riding with you, or if you are the Knight of Wands riding, it becomes a very different experience. You are still in control, knowing that nothing can truly harm you. Because God rides with you wherever you go. And this is also a message that you bring, because in that phoenix rising, in the process of death and rebirth, you find God. You find God's source spirit. You find that higher power. And this is what walks you through. And this is the fire under your ass. Because you know you are not alone in there. Let me see what the tarot. Queen of Swords. Two of Cups. And the Two of Wands. Okay, my dear beautiful pile 3. Like I said, I had a feeling I have to pull some tarot here because I sense the question here, what is my next step from here? Queen of Wands, Two of Cups, Queen of Swords, sorry, Two of Cups and Two of Wands. If you have that question, what is my next step from here? Then it's seeing very clearly what is in divine union with you and plan ahead. Simple. What is in divine union with you? What feels exactly right for you? What is your Two of Cups? See that clearly, feel that clearly, and then plan ahead. Go in that direction. Whatever you can do, whatever steps you can take according to that. For the rest, it's not important, I hear. If you have that question, this is what you are supposed to do. But come out of this place of Queen of Swords. Come from out of a place of true honesty, of truth and honesty with yourself and with God. What is really in divine union with you? What evokes within you a true feeling of love? Love, peace, joy, bliss, truth, all capital letters, right? And if it evokes that within you, go for it and plan ahead. Take the steps that you can take. Okay, my dear beautiful pile 3. This is the energy that is running through all the readings because it feels like the reading is not at its end. I want to continue. There is so much in there. There is so much that wants to come through. There is so much stories that are opening up here. But I have to stop. It's still a collective reading, so I'm going to stop here. The essence of your reading. What is your role in this birthing of the new earth? Is sharing your story of resurrection. The consciousness of Christ. The embodiment of hope. The embodiment that it's possible to transcend life and death. Share your story. Share your story and liberate with it. Set your brothers and your sisters free with the embodiment of what you went through, with the focus on the resurrection, with the focus on the light. Okay, my dear beautiful pile 3, this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope this was helpful, and I'm sending lots of love, lots of light, lots of peace and blessings for each and every one.